Ladies and gentlemen, we got a chance to catch up with Jeremiyah Love. And I'll tell you what, the running back from Notre Dame is obviously incredibly talented on the field. Off the field with the chat with us, I think he's going to make you fall in love with him. And I know a lot of people aren't going to feel this way, but maybe even the entire Notre Dame operation. We'll see you on the other side. What is it like under Coach Freeman? What is it like being a Notre Dame Fighting Irish football player? Is it a full commitment? Is everywhere you go, everybody knows who you are, I assume, at this time?
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much a full commitment. Got to give everything my all, really. School, football, and then even off the field, like, I got things I got to do, just business related. So all my time is just taken up. But, I'm all in on football, doing whatever I got to do, in the classroom. So ain't got nobody worried about me grade-wise. And then, making sure I'm getting extra work in. And constantly improving so that coaches can continue to trust me to go out there and make plays. But, I'm all into everything, school, football, outside life. Pretty busy, man.
Yeah, you're a legend.
A lot of things going on.
You're a young legend, pal, and we've enjoyed learning about you and watching you play, and it's all working out, I would say, with how much you're all in on everything. Let's talk about, obviously, you just cooked Pitt, and it seems like the grass wasn't that big of a deal that I thought there maybe was going to be. Did you feel anything with the grass being asked? Because obviously you looked like you were floating around Acrisure.
No, I didn't feel the grass. Actually, I didn't. So the grass it did catch me one time. It caught me up. And I was finna be out on this play. It was like a mid-zone play. I was finna be out, and I freaking slipped, or like I tripped or something. I don't know. It was probably the grass, because you said the grass is trash.
No, yeah. Well, that's what they say. That's what they say. They say the grass is ass, but it looks pretty good, I will say. So the groundskeepers are going to be pumped to hear what you just had to say, especially because they had a double weekend. Let's talk about the Pitt game a little bit and the atmosphere. The big story of that game was for Pitt. Coach Narduzzi said it on the other side. We can lose by 100 in this particular game. It doesn't really affect the outcome of our year because we can still win the ACC. Thought there was a chance that's how it was going to go the first couple minutes of that game. I thought maybe you guys were going to win by 100. But the story for you guys, and it's been the story all year basically, is another loss and it's over. Another loss and it's over. Another loss and it's over. You have that miraculous, amazing, fun run last year. This year, it feels like every week people are wondering if it's going to be over. How have you guys addressed that and kind of focused on what matters as opposed to what could potentially happen with an outcome every week?
So what Coach Free does, I will say every week, is he reminds us, of the pain of losing those two games, early on in the season. And he kind of uses that reminder to, help us to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to put Notre Dame in the best position possible to go out there and have success. And as a player, what I do mentally is I just respect, every opponent. I don't go into any game thinking that anybody's going to lay down, because at the end of the day, we as a program feel like, people got a target on us.
A lot of primetime games, spotlight games, they don't go your guys' way, and it's like, hey, this guy was like the prince who was promised, basically. His family, obviously, football royalty. What have you seen from the beginning of the season of him starting versus now, maybe, as he carries himself? He's going for like 270 through the sky every single game. It feels like he's kind of figured it out. What have you seen from him this year?
I mean, since game one, I've just seen a ton of improvement from CJ. I would say he's always been a baller. Like, he's always been able to, make the difficult throws. He's never been, the type to cower down or be scared of any defense that we played. I'll use an example. So, like, last game, Pitt showed like a little blitz, a blitz package or whatever they were doing, and CJ immediately recognized it and went out of his way to motion Malachi down so that he can get a better angle on coming to, block that safety. And that's just something that CJ just recognized, just from him, going through whatever he has to go through as a quarterback to see whatever's going on defensively. And he picked that up and was smart enough to move his guy down in so that he can get a better block on that safety to give us as running backs a better opportunity to, break free for a touchdown or break free for 10+ yards. And that's the thing I'm talking about mentally with CJ. He's been able to just get better at things like that week after week after week. And I've been noticing it. I feel like everybody in the building's been noticing it. But CJ's been constantly on the trend of just getting better every single week, man. And I don't think he's stopping anytime soon.
You in the backfield as he's doing that. Okay, young buck. Okay, young buck. Love that. You know, that makes everybody comfortable. That makes everybody confident whenever your quarterback's doing that type of shit. Legit, I think. That it radiates through everybody, right?
Yes, sir, it does. I have the utmost confidence in CJ.
You're standing back there. Yes, CJ. Yes, CJ.
Yes.
You talk about the running backs benefiting from that. You guys have a great room over there. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Jeremiah, obviously, if it was just you in the room, it'd be the best running back room in the country, but you also have Jadarian Price and then Aeneas Williams. Also, like, it's incredible, the talent in there. Obviously, you get your touches, but like, how is it as a room with all of that talent and everyone wanting to get their touches in a game?
I would start off with saying it's a very positive environment in the running back room. Oh, snap.
Are you all right?
It's very positive.
You're getting choked up. You're getting choked up talking about the running back room. I get it, yeah. A lot of love in there. A lot of love, Jeremiah, and, love as a whole.
Love, man. But it's a very positive environment in the room. Everybody wants to see each other succeed. There's not been a moment at any time where, anybody's been jealous of anybody. There's been any type of animosity or anything like that. Everybody just wants each other to go out there and do their best, man. And I feel like as a running back room, that is what helps us, stay together and what helps us to, really go out there and perform better. Because say I might see a look in the game and I don't execute, just with, me wanting to see my teammates do better than myself. And that's just how we are as a team. Like, everybody wants to see each other succeed, whether that's defensively, offensively, or special teams wise. Like, everybody wants everybody to get their shine. They want everybody to get the glory, and they just want everybody to succeed, man. That's just how this team is. I feel like we're really, really close-knit brotherhood, man.
That's a great culture. Great culture. And you also seemingly at this point have a very calloused culture as well. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned Coach Free earlier, and you guys had a great run all the way to the title game last season. How does the team feel compared? I know every year is a new team, but how does the team feel compared to last year going into this home stretch? I know you're not in the playoffs yet, but going into the home stretch of the season.
I feel like this team is really good, man. Compared to last season, I would say I feel like the brotherhood is there more. I would say kudos to last year's team and whatever we were able to accomplish. We got to get to the national championship. We didn't win it all, but we got there. We took some lessons from that. And as far as this team this season, man, we're ready to go. Really, we got to focus on the now. Finish the season out, the regular season. But once that's over, man, we're putting our foot on the gas and we're going. And we feel very confident in our ability to go out there and compete with anybody. But this team in general, man, the brotherhood's there. We got the players, we got the culture, we got the coaches. So we're just gonna go out there and do what we got to do and put our best foot forward and compete.
I'm a big fan of yours, Jeremiah. Seems like every answer you give, I become a bigger fan of yours. I am. Now, granted, is this your last year? How many years you got left of eligibility?
I got one more year of eligibility left after this.
That's awesome. West Virginia would certainly love to have you. I don't want to do any of that type of tampering stuff, but it seems like you're going to go down the record books in the Notre Dame halls of fames, if you will. Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Jeremiah, obviously with so much left in front of you guys this year, it's probably hard not to just stay present and be in the moment, but have you had the opportunity to think about like the legacy that you'll leave behind at Notre Dame? I went to Catholic school, first grade through high school, and if you go to Catholic school, like, you want to go to Notre Dame, and when people become Notre Dame fans, like, it's a lineage thing. They're Notre Dame fans, their kids are, their grandkids are, et cetera, et cetera. Like, have you had the opportunity to think about that? Because you already are a legend at Notre Dame, but when you get, when you leave and you are a legend at Notre Dame, like, you live on forever. You'll outlive yourself, your kids, all that kind of stuff. Like, if you do what you have done and continue to do, like, you will be a legend at Notre Dame, long after you're gone. Have you had the opportunity to think about that at all?
A few people have asked me what type of legacy I want to leave, but like, I haven't really took the time to sit down and really think about it. If I'm just to go off the top of my head, like, I want to leave a legacy of greatness, I guess you could say. I want people to think of me and think of a guy who never gave up, played through anything and everything, played for my team, did things not for myself, but for the guys that, I trained with every single day. It inspires them to be themselves and to keep going and to just do whatever they want to do and have fun with it, But I haven't really had time to think of my legacy. But
yeah, we're just spitballing right now. This is what I would like people to hopefully think of. I laid it all in line for my team. We won a lot. I worked my ass off to get here. I hope I inspire others to do the same. And I want to let you know, brother, signed, sealed, delivered. Your legacy is already set at Notre Dame. We can't wait to see everything else that you do. But a part of that inspiration and the road that you took to this place was visited with Jen Lada early in the season. And I want to let you know, man, maybe the best thing I've seen somebody do in a long time is be that transparent. Connor has a question.
Yeah, Jeremiah, the Jen Lada piece from Game Day was incredible, and it kind of talked about your upbringing and who you are more so just as a human, let alone a football player. And one thing she said in there was how your mother kind of mentioned that you told her when you were, 5 years old, Mom, I don't really feel emotion. Is there a part of that journey where you developed those types of things? Is it something where you're more emotionally intelligent, where you can kind of feel the vibes off of other people versus actually feeling them yourself? And also, did you use that to your advantage? Like, at what point did you view it more so as a gift from God and something that you can use to make you a better human, better football player, better everything?
There's definitely been some evolution in my emotions. As a kid, like you said, I did tell my mom I didn't really feel emotions. And that was true. Like, I really didn't. Like, a lot of things didn't faze me. A lot of things didn't move me. I was just the type of kid who I feel like was kind of just there. I was just there going throughout whatever I was doing in the day. Didn't really feel too much of anything. But as I've gotten older, as I've, just got to experience a lot more things like love and friendship and things like that, like, my emotions have definitely shown up a lot more. I'm still working on being more emotionally intelligent. I feel like I've got a great vibe on people. I feel like I can tell how people feel about me, and I know how to read situations now. But emotionally, I feel like I am a lot more there than I was as a kid. Like, I feel a lot of things now. I feel, love. I feel happiness. I feel sadness. I feel a whole bunch of things. But I just got to become more emotionally intelligent. I feel like I'm still growing in that aspect, but definitely way different than I was as a kid. And I use that to my advantage in football, or I use it in my advantage in football growing up, because whenever I would lose or whenever we would lose games, I wouldn't care. And I would just immediately want to get back to work. Like, it wouldn't faze me. I would use the games as more of a lesson rather than a loss, and I should go feel down. And even still today, like, whenever we are to lose games, like yeah, I'm like, oh, I didn't want to lose, but at the same time, I still have that mindset of, I don't think that I lost. I'm going to use it as a lesson. Even when I lose, I win because I learned something. And I just feel like that's just a weapon for me. Like, things don't affect me like how it affects other people. And I just use it to my advantage,
Well, I hope you get a chance to experience the happiness that your game and your hard work has brought. And we are very thankful that we're getting a chance to watch your entire story kind of unfold in front of our eyes. And thank you for being so transparent through it all. From feeling like you're just existing, basically, is what you said there as a young boy, to now thriving and inspiring and motivating an entire country. You're special, dude. We're lucky you came on the show. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Now get your ass back to class. You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremiyah Love. Thank you, Jeremiah.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch